What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And on today's video, guys, I will show you the majority of lawsuits that were filed by our community members. I will show you the recap of these lawsuits and the achievements. On top of that, I will show you even more evidence of illegal actions that were made by authorities. And what is more importantly, I will show you how powerful our community is. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for the community. For now, it is extremely difficult to find useful and important news in regards to our story. And it takes me more than 4 hours to make these videos on a daily basis. And that is why, guys, the only thing I ask you is to hit the like button. So, and let's move forward. I want to show you first of all this news that was published by Kristen Shaughnessy and that was reposted by Mark Basile. Kristen Shaughnessy wrote, "A warning for toxic lenders," and she refers to the article that was published by Reuters just a couple of days ago, and she wrote this. She basically quoted some details from this news. The SEC on Wednesday won an appeal against a penny stock firm accused of acting as an unregistered securities dealer, finding of investment industry warnings that its expansive definition of a dealer would drop in an array of advisors, pension funds, and even insurers. The 11th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals ruled that Ibrahim Al-Mogharby was acting as an unregistered securities dealer in a series of transactions in which he acquired debt from penny stock companies, converted the debt to stock, and then quickly sold off for the new shares. Al-Mogharby and his company Microcap Equity Group made nearly $900,000 from the transactions. The SEC alleged that investors who bought the stock were victimized by the so-called death spiral dilution of share value as Al-Mogharby flooded the market with newly converted shares. The Al-Mogharby case was part of a sweep of recent SEC enforcement actions against firms with similar business models in the penny stock market. The SEC overarching theory is that the firms which profited from buying convertible debt at a steep discount and selling newly converted shares at market price were operating as unregistered securities dealers when they swamped the market with the new shares. US regulator wins a key appeal challenging definition of securities dealers. And guys, definitely it is a huge step towards the fair markets, and you might argue, but how it is related to our story? And let me show you how. Here is the same news, and we have an answer from Mark Basile to this tweet that was made by Dan Millennium Wills. Look out, Eric Friedman and the rest of you BBIG crooks. Chopping Block has a long line, but Mark Basile has you in the line for sure. And here is the comment from Mark Basile. Yes, the 11th Circuit cited 2 of our cases in that opinion as well. This is the same regulatory framework dealing with unregistered dealers as most of you are subject to due to the financings your issuers have taken. This closes the door on just about any defense they may come up with. So, and Mark Basile, you know that Mark Basile is one of our headliners because he owns a law firm, and this law firm files several lawsuits. And based on the decisions made in these lawsuits, we have this solution for the entire stock market, the entire US stock market. And definitely, guys, our community is one of the strongest communities because we have such smart and powerful people. On top of that, guys, let me show you the recap of the lawsuits that we had on the table, and some of them are still on the table right now. Let me show you first of all this lawsuit that was filed by Richard Hoffman against Fidelity. And as you can see, this case was filed on February the 6th, and unfortunately it was terminated on May the 8th. So let me show you next case again that was filed by Richard Hoffman again against Fidelity. And this case was filed on June the 6th and it was terminated on October 27th. And guys, you know that Richard Hoffman is another our community member, another headliner who is still trying to push this case forward and who is trying to solve the issue, the illegal activity of authorities in regards to MMTLP story. And for now, let me remind you that he is in the process of arbitration against Fidelity, because this case was switched to the arbitration process. And guys, let me show you this. Life is not about how many times you fall down, it's about how many times you get back up. And with these allies, with these community members like Richard Hoffman, Mark Pasil, and I can count several dozens of people who are fighting for this community. With these community members, definitely we have the only chance, and this chance is to win this battle. So let me show you another cases that was filed in regards to our case. Jae Yoon Park filed a case against E-Trade Financial, and this case was filed on April 17, 2023, and it was terminated on September 25, 2023, without any positive results for the community. Another case, Alan Hensley versus TD Ameritrade, and he has a lot of defendants in his case. Unfortunately, this case also was terminated on October the 2nd. By the way, it is my birthday. So, and the most important and the very first case that was filed by Rosa Towell, and as you can see, it was filed on December the 12th of 2022, right after the illegal halt was implemented. And this case is still active. On top of that, another case that was filed again by Rosa Towell against FINRA, and this case is also active, and it was filed on August 25th, 2023. And guys, you might ask, but why we don't have any updates in regards to these two cases? And let me show you why. Here's the Twitter account of Rosa Towell, and she wrote this on December 21st, 2023. Dear all, I have been absent from Twitter because the current status of Gaza is a tragedy. I have fallen behind in life. I feel sick to eat, I have trouble sleeping. I can't go on social media without searching for updates and letting them eat at my heart. And guys, this is why we have to patiently wait, because the lawsuits are still active and we don't have any decisions from judges in regards to this lawsuit, and that is why we have to move our case forward. So, and let me show you another quite interesting update. You know that illegal activity was performed and is performing not by authorities alone, but by other major hedge funds and market makers. And here's another evidence of this activity. Here is the part of the annual and quarterly report of Virtu Financial, and here's the interesting string, and I showed you the same exact strings, the same exact filings on Goldman Sachs reports and on Citadel reports as well. And here's this line: financial instruments sold, not yet purchased. And here you can see the value of this position. On December 31st, 2022, they held about $4.2 billion in securities sold and not yet purchased. And 1 year later, on December 31st, 2023, they increased this number by 50%. And for now, it is more than $6 billion of securities sold, not yet purchased. And this is nothing else but a short position, because they just shorted, they just sold these stocks, and they don't even need to buy them back. And guys, with this huge position of $6 billion of securities sold, the only assets that they have in cash is only $820 million. And that is why, guys, I think this company has a lot of problems if this huge number of shares will be bought back, but I think it will not happen, at least until something will change with the stock market itself. So, and let me show you that this problem is not just more than problem. This problem appeared quite long time ago. Here is the first page of Forbes magazine, and as you can see, naked shorting is counterfeiting since 1988, and this is the huge problem that shows that it is 36 years, at least 36 years of this illegal activity. And we are still at the same point, and the SEC is still looking the other way. They don't want to solve this problem, and that is why, guys, I think it's our time to solve this problem. So let me show you, and guys, I showed you this news just a couple of videos ago, and from today's video I will start to basically summarize some illegal activities from authorities, and here is one of them, and here is one of the trickiest parts, because you know that MMTLP became tradable in October of 2021, but this due diligence that was made by Odysseus, and I covered it just a couple of days ago, shows that one of the ETFs from Switzerland had an MMTLP shares in it from the end of July of 2021, and this is another evidence that something was wrong even before the MMTLP spin-off and even before the U3 halt. On top of that, guys, let me show you another evidence, and we are on AK Dallas Twitter account, and he wrote this tweet: another clear collusion by FINRA and broker-dealers in MMTLP. Webull stopped paying interest on February 14, but FINRA didn't file the D1 code till the 15th, which was illegally backdated to December 13. And by the way, this tweet was made on February 23, 2023, almost exactly 1 year ago. And let me quote you further. How did Webull know to do this without a corporate notification from FINRA and the DTCC update? And yes, this is a clear evidence that broker-dealers, that Webull, at least Webull, knew about the upcoming actions from FINRA, and FINRA notified them in order to prevent from huge losses. And this is another evidence of this illegal activity. On top of that, guys, let me show you this tweet that was made by RareDD. And you know that RareDD makes a lot of due diligence, and he's preparing a video that will summarize all the issues in one place. And let me quote you this for you. This week the video should be ready. Nearly 2 hours about the rules FINRA broke regarding the trading and U3 halt of MMTLP. How Ari Rubinstein and GTS and Concord appear to be connected, and more evidence or coincidence. How and why FINRA manipulated the MMTLP corporate actions, part 3. And guys, our community, I think, is the strongest one, and that is why, in my opinion, we will win this battle, and we are nearing to the major point where we will see some kind of resolution. And until this, we have to be as strong as possible, and that is why, guys, share this video with your friends and family, drop me a line in the comment section, and hit the like button for YouTube algorithm. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack.